Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to August 2025 general monthly reading for Aquarius. Okay, today I am recording on July 31st, 2025. And I also want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, so Aquarius, let's go through the transits really quick. And like I said, I am recording today is July 31st, 2025. The full moon is going to be on the 9th or the 10th, depending upon where you are living in the world. It's going to be in your sign, Aquarius, 16 degrees, 60 minutes. The new moon is going to be on the 22nd or the 23rd, again, depending on where you are in the world. And that new moon will be in Virgo, 0 degrees, 23 minutes. We currently have Mercury in Leo. It will remain in Leo all month long. However, right now it is retrograde and it will go direct on the 11th. When it does that, and I apologize, I don't know exactly what part of the month it will be close to, but it's going to be in a close degree opposition. It's going to be opposition all month long with transiting Pluto in Aquarius. Again, that is Mercury in Leo. But I believe that it will go a close degree opposition once it turns direct. So after the 11th, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's a fairly big deal with Mercury in Leo anyway. Mars, transiting Mars, is currently in Virgo, but it will be transitioning into Libra on the 7th. And so when it does that, and specifically the 7th through the 18th, it's going to be Mars, transiting Mars in Libra, will be in close opposition to transiting Saturn, which is in Aries at 1 degree, and transiting Neptune, which is also in Aries at 1 degree. And they are both Saturn and Neptune are retrograde right now. And so Saturn will, at the beginning of the month, be 1 degree, and then by the end of the month it will be 0 degrees. Neptune will remain 1 degree all month long. And also back to Aquarius, Pluto, it is also retrograde. And so it will begin the month at 2 degrees, and then by the end of the month it will be 1 degree. And this Mars, transiting Mars in Libra, opposite transiting Saturn and in Aries and transiting Neptune in Aries, close degree opposition, that is another big deal for all of us. Because Mars, again, is that expressive, even explosive, action-taking, action-oriented expression, outward, physical, action-oriented expression. And we're talking Saturn. It's opposing Saturn. Saturn is all about authority figures. It's all about what one is focused on, and also Saturn has to do with those structures that we all see or believe to be long-standing, long-lasting, and will continue forever. And the stability of them staying forever. And so again, it being opposite, we could very well see friction or things opening up, new, because Mercury has to do with information and physical action, Leo. So we could actually not just see communication, truthful communication, but also action taken. So going beyond just the verbally, the truth coming out, physical action taking, which will change the structure of these long-standing structures that we like in, for example, in our world, in our the way we live our life systems that we thought would always be there, could definitely, we will see physical transformation. Okay, let's see. We still have Aries and Chiron, 27 degrees all month long. North Node is still in Pisces at 20 degrees all month long. Okay, so now, I know that was long, Aquarius, but let's get into what your personal reading and what you can expect through this month of August for yourself. And so before I start with the cards here, I'm just going to check in and see if there's anything that comes to me, personal messages, specific messages for some of you, or a specific message for in general for the collective. And this is again for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. Okay, I just got the words wake up, or it's time to wake up, and the word alert. So stay alert this month, stay consciously aware and alert, and of in every way, and also of your internal, what you're getting internally, besides of course what's going on in the outer world. But it's also going to be very important for you, in order for you to be able to distinguish fact from fiction, because there's a lot of chaos, chaotic, or what's the word? When information is coming from two different sides that are contradictory information, to try and cover up the truth of what is coming out or what is happening. So I'm just getting a strong pay attention, and pay attention to what your internal guidance is saying about those things. When you hear this outside information, don't just automatically believe it. Check in with yourself. Check in with facts. Get the facts before. And I'm not saying things aren't true, but check those facts. And even check your feelings with facts. And I know that's tricky, because we again have a combination of the information that we have been told is factual is not always factual. So that's very tricky in itself. So, okay. And that's just general for all of you, Aquarius especially. And Aquarians, you have you have information. You're very futuristic, and you have information that comes to you even, years and years, like 30 years in advance for some of you. So I'm getting 2, 5 to 30 years in advance. So you could even be seeing stuff that you knew was going to happen years ago, and maybe even everyone thought you were crazy, or maybe you didn't say anything to anyone because you knew that you're just going to have to watch and wait for it to come to pass. And so I'm getting that some of you are actually, that's what you're going to be seeing this month. Stuff you already knew, or something you already knew. You had a gut feeling about. You even, I'm getting some of you wrote it down, and it could have been years ago, and you have it in a journal. And maybe some of you also never forgot what you wrote in your journal. And so it's just always been in the back of your mind. And then you're going to you're going to see it actually physically play out in your reality and or in the world. I'm getting someone, it has to do with your family. You're going to see it play out this month. So in your family unit, in your family system, others of you, it's just the general, for everybody, humanity at large. Okay, variance. Is what came out. And so this card, Aquarius, for you, this variance card is what the focus for you for this month, the energy, the frequency focus for you this month. And variance, you know what I'm wanting to get? It's number 39. That breaks down into a 3. Okay, but variance. Let me check and see if I'm not getting anything off of this card, but what I'm getting is, feeling that I need to do is look up the word variance. Okay, so just a minute here. Okay, so really quick. Okay. Variance is a statistical measurement of how spread out data points are in a set, or how far each number is from the mean. Variance. A measure of how data points differ from the mean. Variance is a measure of how far a set of data numbers are spread out, their average value. Variance means to find the expected difference of deviation from actual value. Okay, so I am not getting anything. I'm going to have to pull some other cards. I'm just being honest with you, Aquarius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this. I'm showing you this card, obviously, because this also has light codes. So maybe you're going to get something specific with this variance card. Okay, I also just got, let me see if I have variance. Don't normally use, no, I don't have it. Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull another card to get more details of what variance is trying to say specifically for you, Aquarius, for this month. Variance. Soul family. Oh, I just got chills. Soul family. Variance. And this is number 36. It breaks down into a 9. Which we get 39 again. Wow, that's pretty amazing. So I'm getting also the word varied with variance, but with this soul family. So varied. So I'm getting another offshoot of varied, which is variety. So I know this doesn't necessarily, isn't exactly like what the factual, what I looked up on the internet for the word variance, the definition. But what I'm getting for you specifically is it, it's a, your soul family varies or is different possibly from what your norm I just got, or what you are thinking that your soul family would look like. And soul family meaning not necessarily those that you were biologically born into, the family that you were biologically born into. Soul family is those friends, those connections that you make, that of like-mindedness with others. And what I'm getting to is they could vary. Okay, here we go. Your soul family, so your friends, your connections that you made, for example, in childhood, and as you have grown, are going to change, are going to transform. They're going to be, so from a variety of different types of people, because how and when you grow, you specifically, um, your vibration changes, it transforms, however little or big. Again, it's going to be different for all of you, but that means you're going to be gaining new friends. You're going to be losing, some will go out of your life, some individuals will go out of your life, your friends and whoever, at certain times in your life. And then in order to make room for new soul family members. And that's what's happening for you this month. And this could also have already been happening, I'm getting, within the last 6 months. So this whole year, you could be seeing this. And maybe you're just this month realizing why, or realizing what's been going on. And for some of you, again, maybe that the realization hits you and you this month, and you realize, or it's okay, or you're making peace with it because you have an understanding of why these people, okay, why you've had altercations this year with these people that you've had different altercations with, and why they have, um, why, okay, I'm just a minute here, let me, it's a lot of information coming in. I'm trying to figure out how to explain what I'm feeling. So just one moment. Whew. You've had a lot going on is what I'm feeling, and having a hard time figuring out why it's going on for you. What is going on, why it's going on, and why now. And again, it's because you have been transforming internally. You have been questioning, or it's been, okay, that's one. You've been questioning, you've been changing. And for another message is so that's for some of you. For others of you, these altercations with the friends maybe you've had for years you started to have altercations with, which the reason for that is to assist you in transforming beyond where you were at before you had those altercations. So it was to assist you to grow. And of course them too. But I'm getting, because we're talking about you, Aquarius, it's specifically for you. And so to get you to start looking inward and to question and to figure out um, and to see that you it was necessary for you to start making some changes within your personal life and your personal belief system or patterns or whatever that is for you. Again, it's going to be different for all of you. And so, but this has all been in order to open up the space for new individuals, new soul family members, which then come with new experiences and new understandings and um, opportunities and learning and expansion for you and these new people coming into your life as well. So what I'm getting again is, I hope sorry it's taken so long for me to get this out, and this one was a tough one for me to tap into, I should say, this energy for you this time. So I apologize, Aquarius. So hopefully I'm able now to explain that in an understandable way for you to understand. So even though I came about it roundabout, it took a little while. So again, this month then, what I'm seeing is that is what's coming together for you. And you are now have an understanding of it. Okay, maybe I just got the reason why I had such a time in explaining it and even getting to the solution and what is actually happening for you is because this could also be how you've been feeling, Aquarius. You haven't been understanding. You've been trying to figure this all out, and you've been diving in within yourself, or this has gotten you these disturbances within your friendships, your different relationships that you've had and have had maybe for several years now, even some of you maybe a lifetime, or since your teenage years or school age for some of you maybe. Maybe this has to do with work as well. So it's all different kinds of relationships that you have had and were having recently or within the last several years with specific people in your sphere of relationships and maybe daily relationships. And so now it's all coming full circle, meaning for you this month, you're putting it all together and having an understanding. And when you have this understanding, or because you've had this understanding, and maybe some of you just recently, maybe even last month, July, because I'm taping on July 31st. So this could have happened last month, or July, the month of July. So you're now able to see, so you can let go on your end, because maybe some of you have had a trouble and you've been trying to hang on to certain friendships that have outlasted their time period for both of you to be with each other, because maybe they aren't ready to grow with you, and maybe some are, and that's okay. But what I'm getting is you're going to have that aha moment where you see, okay, I can now let you go, because now I'm understanding what's going on. And okay. And I'm getting with both of these cards, this has to do with the opening of your heart chakra on a feeling level, on an emotional level. Okay. And maybe you might be gravitating to others that you've had in your sphere, that you've met in the past, recent or however long, but you just couldn't connect, whether you wanted to or whether you didn't, it just wasn't enough in common at that time. It had to do with your frequency, the frequency matching between both of you or a group of you, whatever this may be for whoever these people are in your soul family. Because they could actually be, and you will actually be calling out to certain people as well. So, and connecting on a short time, and then going away from each other, and then now you could be reconnecting because now you both are at the same frequency where you weren't before. You couldn't stay in that connection long enough. It's very awesome, very fascinating too. I love this because everything is frequency. And when we grow, we increase our frequency. So it's amazing. Okay. So let me see now, Aquarius. What else? Okay, so I'm being drawn to get this deck. And this is my Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck. So let's see. I'm getting we might get some past energy, how you've been feeling, and current, what you're stepping into this month. And some of you could be, depending on where you're at, because again, this is a general reading, you could be in both of these energies this month. Okay, so for Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. Yeah, you're ready to let go. That's what I just got. This month, whether it's coming into this month or sometime throughout this August month, you're going to go ahead and you're going to be able to and free to let go, and you're going to feel it, and it's going to free you, and that's what you're going to feel. You're ready, and you're ready to move forward, and it will come as a feeling, a gut feeling, a feeling of, yes, it's time now, and you can do this. You're ready to do this. You're ready to move forward, maybe ready to begin another relationship. And I'm not meaning any type of relationship. It could be romantic, I guess, but it doesn't have to be. Just another friendship. You're going to be gravitating towards new people that you haven't formed it could be an acquaintance or maybe a friend, but a friend that you've never got close with yet. You will be desiring to go wild. This is Leo energy, full moon in Leo specifically. Yeah, I'm getting with this go wild because you've been keeping yourself under wraps is what I'm getting. And I don't know if this is for all of you or if this is just a group of you, but the energy I'm picking up on is you've been containing yourself to a certain extent, to try and keep those friendships, but it's not working anymore for you. You've grown out of that energy, or you've learned what you needed to learn from those connections, or if it's one connection, whatever that is for you. And that's okay. It's okay to move forward. And so it's yourself is telling you, yes, in fact, giving you the green light and the insistence saying you must move forward. And again, you moving forward, you could be that catalyst, and you're first and foremost to do that for yourself. But secondly, if you've been holding yourself back because you've been wanting someone else to move forward with you and you've been hoping they would, again, that's up to them. It's their responsibility. You don't have any say-so over that. And it's understandable too, of course, because we all would like to have those that we've been close with to continue with us, but it's not always going to be that way, and or can be that way. And also, you might be the catalyst that needs to go forward first before that encourages your friend or friends to also follow in your footsteps. So that's why your own self is saying, you go wild, you do it, you break out of whatever bondage that you have kept yourself in. Because in the end, we keep our own selves. We are in control of our own energy, no one else's. And so when you, and I'm also getting, you will do this when the pain of you holding yourself back is larger, when the pain is great enough, when you've had enough of that pain and it's unbearable, you will then break free. Because your desire to move forward, and I'm talking energy here, must be greater than the desire to hold yourself back and stay in that stuck energy. I hope that is making sense. You could also have Leo in your chart, strong in your chart for some of you. You don't have to though. Okay, this is Scorpio energy here coming out. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Oh, you know what? We just had, speaking of full moon in Leo, let me just check. I think July we had that energy. So just one moment, let me check. Because it could have started for you around, if I am correct about a new moon or full moon in Leo. Yes, it was the new moon in Leo. 2 degrees just on the 24th. So 24th, so you could even still be feeling it now. So you could have been what I just was talking about, feeling consciously restricted, and this desire to break out of that restriction could have definitely been even before the 24th, when this Leo moon, because the energy is going to be before the 24th. It's going to be at least 4 days before the 24th. So about the 20th of July through now, the present time, July 31st. And you could even be feeling it if you're really sensitive, and still that energy be with you to assisting you to go ahead and break out of that restriction for yourself. And so I'm just getting strongly that a group of you, that is definitely when you started feeling that feeling consciously and acting upon it. And you could have acted upon it right close around before or right after that new moon in Leo. Again, 2 degrees Leo. Okay, so the Scorpio energy is all about, it says, reveal what needs to be seen. Oh my goodness. This goes right along with break out of that. So, and what I'm getting with this reveal what needs to be seen, this is revealing it to yourself. Revealing that to yourself, so and that's the energy that you are in. And this is what is all about, this breaking out of all of those old and completing all of those old contracts, or maybe it's just one specific contract with a soul family member that you have already learned what you needed to learn. And so that would have been a temporary contract, or, I mean, it could have been a long lasting, several years. But again, time to, it's completed now. And some of you know this consciously, I'm getting. You saw that this was a contract and it's come to the end. You know it's the end now, and maybe it's already ended. That's what I'm feeling. And you know this. And so now you're ready. You're coming into August knowing that, and ready and open, your heart open for new people to come in, or a new person, new experiences to come in. So again, all of you, you're going to know where you're at. So I'm just getting, yes, you're going to understand what I'm saying. And again, not all of this is going to be 100% accurate for all of you right at this moment, but you can also, some of you I'm seeing, what I'm saying is you're going to be able to look back and say, oh yes, that's true because it happened back then. And now you're ready. And some of you, it's still happening now. And so you're in the revealing this to yourself, consciously revealing. And revealing, I'm getting again, the conscious revealing is the emotions that you've stuffed down, that you didn't, the emotions of who you truly are and where you truly desire to go, and the connections, or the type of connections or type of connection you now sincerely, your soul consciously desires, because you've completed something. You're something else is cycled out, and again, having to do with certain soul contracts. And again, a soul contract, a soul family contract is different than, I mean, it could be also biological family, but I'm not getting that. That may be 1% of you. I'm getting the soul family is definitely, it's different than, it's separate than from your biological family that you were born into. It's those that you've been hanging around. It's those business associates, or those business relationships that you have been seeing on a daily basis. It's the people you've been hanging out on the weekends, or talking to throughout the week. That type of thing is what I'm talking about now. And it could be also romantic relationships for some of you. Okay. Okay, so what else? Okay, I'm being drawn to get cards. Okay, and this went really long and with few cards, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And so Aquarius, all my readings have gone extra long this month. And so this is just, you're not out of the norm for August. So there's a huge turning point for all of us. Different areas of our lives, but for different reasons. But the energy is the same in that sense. Okay, so this deck, and this will be the last deck I use before I close your reading. This is called Soul Helper Oracle deck. So let's just get some last minute information, if we can, for Aquarius before I end the reading. But this is a big turning month for you, turning point month for you. And I'm just getting where you're starting. You are taking physical action in some way, shape, or form. Oh, you're not to go it alone anymore, Aquarius. So, and what I was getting before I got interrupted with that message is this is a big time for you. Okay, so you're ending. It's ended already. The cycles have ended, and you are ready to begin something new with new people or a new person, however that relates for you. So it's a big turning point month for you, Aquarius, this August 2025. The 2nd, the 8th, the 11th, the 14th, the 28th. All numbers I just got, one right after the other in my head. So any one of those numbers or a combination could be an important number for you, or an important day, or around that day that's going to be significant for individuals, different of you, different, yeah, Aquarius individuals. Okay, so what is there? One last message? Yes, there is. That wanted to fly out. Yeah, look at that one. Okay. This is number 24. It breaks down into a 6. The 3 of, no, the 3. Oh, isn't that interesting? It's the tree of wishes. But I said 3. So maybe you have 3 wishes or 3 desires, 3 important desires, or maybe they're all linked. You'll get that will come true. They're interconnected, I'm getting, for some of you. So let me read that. The tree of wishes is calling your name, Aquarius. I put in Aquarius. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. And that just makes sense, because your soul deep down is yearning to express itself, to stop trying to fit in where you're not fitting in anymore. You used to fit in because you needed to experience whatever those other people or situations that you had yourself in, even whether that's work, personal, whatever that is, but they don't anymore. You have outgrown that box. Isn't that interesting that that came box that you put yourself in? You're not to adhere to that anymore. And by listening to your soul's call, what your deep desires are, those are your wishes, and you will have your wish will be granted. Your wishes will be granted. They're calling out to you. Wow. These new connections are all part of that, of your new reality opening up to you, or about ready to open up to you. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love that. I love it. And you're going to love it, Aquarius. You're going to love it. That's what I feel. It's going to make you so happy and free. Oh, free and secure. Okay. Well, Aquarius, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you this month of August. And again, a very essential month for you. Whoa. I just got the star card. The star card, that came in my mind in the tarot, the star card, which is you. You are the star of your own show this month. You get to go in the direction that's best for you now. No more holding yourself back. Wow. Okay. That's all I have to say for this month. I hope this was helpful. Until next time, bye.